Welcome back. We continue to highlight local African-American women who are doing incredible things in the literary world here in Detroit and beyond. I sat down with author Ray Chesney, who is working to help children of color find their voice. Experts say you should read your child 1,000 books before kindergarten.
Well, if I only see myself or someone who may look like me in 14% of those books, then that's telling me I don't exist.
Detroit native Ray Chesney has made it her life's work to change that for generations to come.
For Black and brown children, we see a disparity in how much literacy and illiteracy affects those communities. And so when we look at that disparity, and using representation to get these children excited about reading, it's not just about the reading and the writing, it's about how they feel about themselves.
The author and Johns Hopkins literacy consultant started out in corporate America, but soon realized she wasn't doing what she was meant to. So Ray quit her job to find her true purpose. She discovered a story she had written in the 5th grade, and then wrote another called Nico and the Trouble Bubble. She had them published, and the rest was history. Ray then began traveling around Metro Detroit, reading stories to children.
Going into the schools, going into the daycares, and having a chance to interact with children, reading them these stories, and seeing their reactions, seeing a character that looked like them, it just blew my mind.
It was at one of those schools where she was challenged by a young boy.
He looked me squarely in the eyes and he said, "You didn't write that book." And he told me you couldn't have written that book because all authors are old white men with glasses.
That encounter opened her eyes to another issue.
I realized it was not just a matter of the people who were in the book looking like the readers, it was also a matter of the people writing the books looking like the kids who were reading them.
So she started a program called Literacy Come to Life in 2015.
We showed the kids stories written by me. Here are kids who look like you, but then we also gave them a chance to create stories. And what that did was it created an opportunity for these children who may not love reading to become peer mentors. They're writing stories, we're turning them into books, we're taking them around the world and saying, someone your age who looks like you wrote this book. And you see this spontaneous combustion happen.
Since the pandemic, Ray has had to push the pause button on those classroom visits and has been focusing on virtual mentoring, coaching a 6-year-old girl named Zathura Gillespie. They have been working together since last year to turn her ideas into a book.
It is just an amazing experience to watch her bloom and find her voice and find her power. And she has influenced her family in a positive way. Seeing the excitement on their faces, she put her sisters and her parents in the book, and so it's something that they'll have forever.
Zathura's book, Princess Lillian, Protector of Nova, will be out on May 1st. Ray says she takes pride in using storytelling to amplify the stories of women and children of color, past, present, and future. She wants to empower others to have the opportunity to do the same, so she created the Junior Storyteller Workbook for kids and the Authoress Workbook for women. The Junior Storyteller Workbook for kids is available right now on Amazon and on her website, raychesney.com. The Authoress Workbook will be out soon. Boy, Ray is just a remarkable woman and a remarkable soul, and the effect she has on children, it's just like none I've ever seen before. You can find out much more about her on our website, Fox2Detroit.com. We're going to put a link to her website. She's on Facebook, and you can order her books for your children, and there are a few you might like on there too.